So hi everyone, my name is Joshua Mendoza, and today I will be arguing over the drinking age, the legal drinking age currently. So my main claim, I will be refuting the main claim with my position saying that lowering the drinking age in the United States would do more harm than good. And this is supported by my three secondary claims, which would be, the first one is lowering the drinking age will just instill alcohol-associated violent behavior in younger ages. My second supporting secondary claim would be cases of drunk driving will occur more if the drinking age were to drop. And third, dropping the legal drinking age from 21 to a younger age will introduce more cases of binge drinking and alcohol poisoning. So my first secondary claim would be lowering the drinking age will instill more alcohol-associated violent behavior in younger ages. Alcohol currently is only accessible to those over 21. However, those under 21 manage to get alcohol from those over 21, and this means that lowering the drinking age will lower the age of those who are exposed currently to alcohol. According to the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, alcohol is associated with an increased risk of hazardous sexual behavior, academic failure, drug abuse, and alterations to the structure of the function of the brain. The NIAAA, the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, found that up to 86% of homicide offenders, 37% of assault offenders, and 60% of sexual offenders were using alcohol at the time of the crime. When you consider that adolescence is a great time of impulsivity and propensity to violence and or destructive behavior, the dangers of legalizing alcohol among minors become that much more palpable. In particular, the issue of date rape seems ominous. One study conducted in Ireland found alcohol to be the most prevalent date rape drug. Other studies have shown that 75% of male students and 55% of female students involved in date rape had been drunk or using drugs. As for those who feel we should follow the European model, where drinking takes place relatively safely among young adults with very few drunk driving incidents, we might bear in mind that Europeans as a whole are more reliant on public transport, which includes subways and the like. My second secondary claim would be cases of drunk driving will occur more if the drinking age were to drop. The amount of drunk driving accidents has dropped consistently since the year of 2010, and many studies support this. Many studies done by MADD, which is Mothers Against Drunk Driving, support this claim. An average of 17,000 individuals die each year in drunk driving related deaths, while the numbers have come down slightly ever since 2010 to 10,228 individuals total this year. Drunk driving continues to be an enormously important public safety issue. What is more, drinking and driving is strongly correlated with the youth. According to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, in 2010 the highest drunk driving rates were found amongst those ages 21 to 25, which made up 23.4%, and ages 18 to 20, which made up 15.1%. After age 25, the drunk driving rates decreased, so as you can see, the issue relies more on the younger ages who are irresponsible with their drinking. It seems quite plausible that if alcohol were legalized for those under the age of 18, the 15.1% of 18 to 20-year-olds who drink before getting behind the wheel would rise significantly. The fatalities caused by drinking and driving would likely rise. Taking that chance seems irresponsible. As another article by MADD called Driven Magazine put it, promoting responsible drinking and driving is like promoting responsible drive-by shootings. And my third secondary claim would be dropping the legal drinking age from 21 to a younger age will introduce more cases of binge drinking and alcohol poisoning. Drunk driving currently is a blight on our civilization, and those who have a highest chance of being exposed to alcoholism are students who attend college. This reason is critical to not lower the drinking age, because binge drinking particularly happens on college campuses. According to the Center for Science in the Public Interest, 44% of students attending four-year colleges drink alcohol at the binge level or greater. What is more, as many as 30,000 college students need medical treatment for each year to cope with alcohol poisoning. Fox News reports that 157 college-age individuals, ages 18 to 23, drank themselves to death from 1999 to 2007. Given the epidemic of binge drinking among minors, lowering the drinking age would be like subjecting more Americans each year to the firing squad. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So lowering the drinking age in the United States would do more harm than good, and that's because irresponsibility currently against the drinking age already shows alcohol-associated behavior, violent alcohol-associated behavior. The amount of drunk driving cases right now deal with those under the legal drinking age, and dropping the legal age from 21 to a younger age will introduce more cases of binge drinking and alcohol poisoning. Thank you.
All right, Joshua, if this was a debate on a policy argument and you were the second negative, you'd be doing a really good job, because you basically presented three disadvantages to the policy of reducing the drinking age. You had clear claims for each of those supporting points, and you had evidence on each of those points that seemed to explain why it is that these would be the consequences of lowering the drinking age. Now, the problem is that's not exactly what's going on here. There is no discussion of what the advocate's argument is. You basically present all counterclaim without any discussion of the reasoning, the evidence, the proof that's being offered by the advocate on their particular claim. You don't remind us of what the claim was that the advocate presented or what their supporting structure is. So although some of your arguments might be applicable to some of those claims that the advocate presented, we don't know which ones are and whether or not they directly contradict or at least diminish the arguments being presented by the other side. So it's as if you've created an entirely separate set of arguments on the opposite side of the position without ever considering what the arguments were that the advocate presented. And that, I think, kind of misses the point of the assignment. What you do have, though, like I said, is well organized and easy to follow. You've got good evidence on those points. I think, like I said, if we were making a claim of fact presentation, or excuse me, a policy argument, you'd have a good second negative constructive here on the harms of lowering the drinking age, and you have most of the components that we'd need in that. Unfortunately, it's possible that there were answers in the advocate's argument concerning education, concerning binge drinking that might mitigate some of your points, but we don't know because you don't remind us of what those are, and I think that's a little problematic. All right, thank you.